Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So, our first order, we'll wait on Terry for just a second. So I will go ahead with the reading of vision, mission, and belief statements. And I think I got off the last one. So we will do BSD core values. We believe all students have the ability to learn, are important, and have unique skills to contribute successfully to our world. We believe in a valued, highly qualified, team-oriented staff that cares for support and teaches every student to their full potential every day. We believe that support and teamwork among our school district, families, and the community provide the most effective learning outcomes in and out of the classroom. And we believe in relevant, inclusive, and engaging curriculum that appropriately prepares students for their life endeavors. And so our first order, we need to remove one of our agenda items. It will be 5D. And if I can have a motion to remove that from tonight's agenda.
I'll make a motion to remove.
Okay, and do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor? All right, thank you. So our recognition, students of the month, and we'll start with the elementary.
All right. I want to introduce to you, come on up, kiddo, Aubrey Sluss. Aubrey Sluss right here, this little cutie right here. She is a second grader in Mrs. McIntosh's room, right? Yeah. She is the daughter of Christopher Sluss and Jessica Prince, and her stepdad is Mo Marino, correct? Her mom's sitting right over here. She has two brothers and a sister. She has stepbrother Dominic, her brother Alec, and her little sister, a cutie sitting right over there. Her name is Autumn. Hi, Autumn. She has a good smile, doesn't she? So I asked, as always, her some questions on some of her favorites. I asked her what her favorite subject was, or is. No, your favorite subject in school.
Art.
Art. Good job. 1 for 1. There we go. Now, your favorite hobby was to play your.
Switch.
You want to tell them what that is? Because I had no idea.
It's like a tablet. It's like a tablet, but like a controller too, but it's mixed together. You have to have these little things to put in it to play.
Like little cartridges that has the game on them? Yeah. Yeah. So that's like something she likes to do. All right.
I have nothing to do and I can't play outside. But if I can't play outside, then I like to climb a tree.
There you go. Atta girl. All right. Favorite food, you said?
Ramen noodles.
Which flavor of ramen?
Soy.
Soy? They make a soy ramen like in the package?
So my discussion was that she's not real crazy about the flavor, like the chicken and all that. So I think she just makes the noodles
Oh,
and
you
puts
just
some
make your
soy in them.
I'll have to try that. Shrimp.
No.
No? Mama says that's not true.
They used to be called Oriental, but they're now called soy.
Oh, there you go. So it's a different type of ramen noodle altogether, right? I think I know what she's talking about
I
now.
know now. Yeah.
We were doing pretty well, and then she interrupted us. Your favorite color?
Baby blue.
Baby blue. All right, knocking it out of the park here. And I asked you what your favorite movie was, and you said
Avatar.
Way of the Water.
Way of the water.
Way of the Water. So the new one. That's a really good one. If you haven't seen it, that is a really good show. All right. And I asked her what she liked best about Bloomfield, and she said the kids are nice. So I think that's an awesome. Want to hear what the teacher says about you?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ms. McIntosh says that Aubrey is hardworking and respectful student that puts effort into her daily academics all the time. That's awesome. Everybody, this is Aubrey Sluss. Dairy Queen card. So now you can have mom take you to Dairy Queen. Come on over here and let's get your picture right.
Dairy Queen card.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, kiddo. Good job. This one has a big personality right here.
Congratulations.
All right, Mr. Dean.
Okay. I just want to say, I want to know what Tucker's favorite color is. His favorite
You're gonna enjoy the
Okay,
responses.
okay.
This guy, you're not gonna get his favorite color or anything like that, but the responses,
For ramen.
I was just sitting back there reading it. And it warmed me, so it made me laugh there. Okay, so, this month, September, our two students of the month are, we have a junior and seventh grader. And I want to start out with our seventh grader, Mr. Caden Dickinson. Come on up here, Caden. Mike, can you make the flag? Sorry, man. You walked up there. Go on, buddy. All right. Going over there. Caden's got basketball practice after this, so he's just hanging out there. Mom and dad are at the soccer match. So, so I asked, favorite food?
Cheese ravioli.
Cheese ravioli. There you go. The clubs and teams, groups that he's involved with, he's got several, being a seventh grader, but you want to list them or you want me to list them for you? I know I'm putting on spot. Junior beta, soccer, basketball, track, science club, and student council. All around. Good job. His hobbies are sports and reading. It's a nice combo. His favorite subject, history, because
I enjoy learning about the past.
right on, man. Word for word, you just had it right there. Good job. And what do you like most about Bloomfield Middle High School? I enjoy having the teachers in class. So well done, Mr. Caden Dickinson, right there. Congratulations, sir. We got our picture today, so he's good with it.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I like the Victorian series.
All right, man. Good job, bud.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you, Caden. Now, our next student of the month is Junior Tucker Lynn. Come on up here, Tuck. How are you, man?
I'm
Good. I'm good. Good for a man to take that. You know that. I'm 50, B57. I still got it, but there's going to be a day when somebody hits that. And I'm like, ooh. But so, going down through here and I read the responses and I'm talking to him as I'm reading. So, of course, as I mentioned, Tucker, his favorite food, maybe one of the best responses I think I've had, and I can't do it justice. So you do it.
My man is mashed potatoes.
My man is mashed potatoes. How can the clubs and teams and programs that Tucker's involved with. He says right now he's involved in basketball. That's a sport that he plays, but he's a member of the Christian Service Club, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, FFA, and Beta. And over the last, year and a half, probably, you and Bracy have just pretty much taken care of the farm plot down there and done well with all that, and certainly the help of your father and all that. So you guys have gained great experience with that, I know. And if you don't know, Tucker's got his own business. He mows. How many yards do you mow? What number are you up to?
Around 20 or so. I think
Oh, wow.
30, 35 acres of grass a week.
There you go, a week, people. All right, his hobbies, and this goes right into this. So I'm going to read this one because I just got it. So his hobbies, he said, though many consider farm labor work, I deeply enjoy it. This consists of feeding the cattle, tilling the soil, planting my crop, and my favorite, harvesting. That's awesome.
Nice.
Favorite subject? Without a doubt. He says, my favorite subject is history. Every day I listen to political commentaries. I also listen to a couple biographies about past presidents as I try as much as I can to read novels about our founding fathers. Wow. I gotta tell you, man, that's impressive. It is. And I know that's you. I mean, I know you. And so, and how you carry yourself in that. What's when you're going back to your founding fathers, favorite president, who do you like to read about the most?
James Madison writing the Constitution and how looking back with the Enlightenment and the amount of vision that he put into that is very
Powerful stuff in it.
Very.
They did that all back, and they created. And here we are, 257 years later, still going by it, aren't we? Where we live in America. Great. What do you like most about Bloomfield Middle High School? And the part about Bloomfield that stands out is our size. Though class sizes have decreased, I believe our classes have become more knitted together. Everyone knows each other. We can create close bonds with other classmates and teachers. As well done, sir. Well done. Good job. Right there, Mom wants to come up and get a picture. I'm gonna let you get right over that way then.
Can we all get a picture with him?
Yeah, right. Yes. But you know, those responses, I mean, if you know Tuck or Tucker, sorry, and if you see him, everything, you talk to him on a daily basis and everything like that. When I was reading that, that's who I was, I was just talking to him. I was just listening to him. So, all right. And I know Darren will say that. So.
Yeah, so we invite you to stay for the rest of the meeting, but we understand if you need to leave, we'll pause for just a second and we'll continue on.
All right. It's the only chance you get.
Hey, no pressure for the little one there. Dominic's coming through the month, and now it's just.
We'll continue on with the elementary recognitions.
All right, I have a few here. First of all, recognize those that helped us out with Welcome Wednesdays, the boys varsity soccer team, girls varsity volleyball team, middle school and high school cross country team at the same time. And then our NJROTC group as well, led by Olivia Weddle. And I say that because she was really like on them about just welcoming kids. I mean, she had control of that group, and I thought that was really cool that they all followed her the way they did. Also, our Native American projects were this week, so I want to recognize our 4th grade teachers and students. Because if you go out in the halls, walk down that hall and see them all displayed, they did a really good job on those. Like, I could not have done as well as some of those 4th graders did on those projects. Like, very creative, very artistic. I thought that was pretty cool. Today, we held the Careers on Wheels event. Miss Kim Hill and Miss Susan Street kind of led that. They got us 6 participants that would meet with our students. Our students went out there and they had a scheduled rotation where they would go to all 6 stations and learn about these different careers. So we had two vehicles from Crane, Navy Officer Dembinski, I did not get his first name, brought a Humvee. Kids thought that was really cool because he let them climb up inside of it. They took pictures. He had a big spiel for them as well. Interactive, very interactive with the kids. Also, they brought a Crane police car here as well, and that was Officer Shelby Eaton. Again, did a very good job like explaining what her duties are as a policewoman and kind of what, like, as much as even what the red and blue lights stand for and things like that. It was pretty cool, very interactive with the kids as well. Then our own SRO, Marvin Holt, he had the police cruiser out there and kind of let the kids talk about his role, not only on the Bloomfield Police Department, but now here as our SRO, and how he interacts and what his duties are. And then Fire Chief Lee Baker brought a fire truck up here. Kids always love fire trucks. That's a no-brainer right there. And then we had tow truck, our own Bill Babcock, and it was pretty cool because he brought one of those flatbed ones where that thing comes down and lower. It had a car on there. So they were really interested to see how that thing worked, and he would show them the levers and everything that he had to do to see the car up on there and that. So, and then we had an ambulance here, and I did not catch their last names, but Jennifer, Mariah, and Trent from the Greene County Ambulance Service were here. And I think probably of all of them, they did a fabulous job of explaining what all that entails, how they became paramedics and all that, and everything behind it, which was really, really neat. A lot of teachers were really bragging on them for doing what they had done. And then the last thing I have is just kind of an update on our character trait drawing winners. Again, as I said last month, this year, instead of tagging a character trait for the month, we're rotating every day. So there's 10 character traits. So every day we read a different character trait. So teachers can just choose one instead of always having to look for one. They have all of them to pull from to give tickets. We're getting more tickets and we're doing the drawings every week. So our next drawing is tomorrow at 1:30. But the winners this month to this point are Aubrey Totten, Allison Steelman, Caden Dean, Jaylee Pearson, Kate Bolt, and Adeline Carver. Those were our winners this time around. So that's all I have for you for today. Turn it over.
All right. Just by the way, Mariah on the EMT, she's a Bloomfield graduate. So just to say that, always point that out wherever we're at. Who are Bloomfield graduates, because quite honestly, there's Bloomfield graduate about everywhere. I feel that way. I can't remember, I was talking to somebody, we went to, we had one of the recognitions I put, myself, Miss Julie Evans, Jenny Medina, and Tasha Hudson, and I went and visited Owen Valley Manufacturing, part of the ROI. They went through the ROI Ready Schools grant when we did, and they have a student-run business which is screen printing, digital design, and the Shoals was brought it because they also have, and it was brought it from an ag aspect of what they do down there. The principal down at Shoals is Josh Moss, who's also a Bloomfield graduate. So I just throw that out there because everywhere I go, somebody says that, I'm like, oh yeah, they're a Bloomfield grad. So I say that quite often. So for the month of September, some of the recognitions that we have, we've taken 2 of our early college visits this month. Our 9th graders went to Vincennes University on the 12th of September. Vincennes does a really good job of promoting the programs, and I'm just telling you, if I had to ask an answer when lunch was once, I did it over 100 times because their lunch is phenomenal and it's free and they get all they want to eat. And I understand why those young kids want to eat as much as they could there. But we saw a lot with their precision machining, technology department, health careers, and then we went out to the Ag Center and got a tour of the Ag Center. Saw a couple of former students down there, Gracie Neal and Travis Priest. They were there on campus, so we always, at least I always shoot out a text to some of them wherever we go to let them know that we're on there. Then let's see, on the 19th, our juniors went to USI, and just to let you know, our rotation is the freshmen we take to the junior college, Vincennes. Our sophomores are going to Oakland City next week, which we do a private college. Juniors go to a 4-year college. We've been to USI. We try to hit all those within an hour's driving distance. And then I take the seniors to Ivy Tech on PSAT day because, number one, that's where they learn about the transcripts and how to secure those and transferring their credits and everything. So the 11th graders went to USI on the 19th. They had another great trip. I don't know if you've ever been to the University of Southern Indiana. It really is a very beautiful campus. It's a very nice size. We have several students that attend down there, and again, ran into several when they were down there, and that's always nice. We had, of course, our parent-teacher conferences on the 14th, and we had multiple conferences held, all in person, virtually through Google Meets and phone conferencing throughout the day. So I appreciate the staff being vigilant and getting out to parents and making contact and being accessible for them in a variety of platforms to hear from. This week has been College Go Week. Tomorrow is the conclusion of that. Today was Hat Day. You know me, it's constant. About 6 kids. It's a constant battle. We always talk about the hats. Today I said I joined them. We're just all wearing our hats today, and it's a big day. Big day. Tomorrow we have a pitch-in for the staff, and that has been good. We've had, if you look out here on the wall, it's a Ken and Barbie theme, the collection, and so the staff members wear their shirt where they went to school, and they get that picture taken up there. So it's been a lot of fun with the themes for each day. Tomorrow's also not only pitch-in, but tomorrow is Wear Your Favorite College Gear Day, where we go. We also recognize our seniors that have applied for colleges. We have a pennant that we put on their locker that says, I've applied to college. Of course, this week throughout the state, many of the universities waived their application fee during that time, and students are able to apply for free. So that's all part of our early college process and our staff. And number one, we're very thankful. It's been a long-standing program, and this is just one of the opportunities that we get to do to recognize that. Athletic-wise, I want to recognize how's it very called? Sorry to say Cameron Ross, Quentin Ross, and Blake Neal for being all conference in the tennis. Last weekend at the tennis team bowed out last night. However, Blake and Quentin will be moving on. In tennis, a little different, doubles, one singles. If they win, they do move on. But the tennis team had some growing pains this year, but they do return several, and kids in the wings waiting to come up there. So we're looking forward to that. We have kind of next week will be a big week as far as sectionals. We have both the boys and girls soccer sectional. That will be next week. Cross country SWIAC will be the weekend of after festival, which could also, if we make it to any of the soccer finals, that'll be that Saturday as well. And then the volleyball sectional will be on that following week. That's really what I have for that. So thank you.
Thank you. And I see we have nobody for public comments regarding agenda items, so we'll continue on with the consent agenda. And the first one is the meeting minutes for August the 31st, 2023 regular session. And do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, and a second?
I'll second.
All right, thank you. All in favor? All right, thank you. And then we have the treasurer's report. Do I have a motion to approve?
I motion we approve.
All right, and is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? All right, thank you. And then personnel. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve.
All right, and a second?
I'll second it before check.
All in favor? All right, thank you. And then donations. We have several donations for volleyball. Sherry and Jay Terrell, Anita Knoll, Owen and Sally Batterton, an anonymous donation, and then Kim and Roger Gooding, and then also a donation to the high school and middle school art club from the Scotland Festival. And we'd like to thank all these donors for their donations. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll motion we approve.
All right, thank you. And a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? All right, thank you. And then we have quite a list of fundraiser requests. Do I have a motion to approve?
I motion we approve.
All right, and a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? All right, thank you. And now on to other business. We have an agenda item here for the NDOT meeting minutes amendment request. And I believe we have a representative here. Are you Nathan?
I am.
Okay. Do you just want to explain that just a hair?
Yes, so NDOT has minimum requirements for meeting minutes when it comes from local government agencies, and I did not fill that out originally, so I apologize, but they just need those extra details in there to pass them through.
Okay. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, because obviously we hadn't done it either, so we didn't know. So, so learning for both of us. So, all right, and you have the required information that you need.
Yes, I have a document for y'all to sign this evening, just to show that those minutes will be approved at the next board meeting, but that you're all in the general consensus to be able to make those amendments as requested.
Okay, all right, well, thank you. And so there's no, we just need the update. Okay, all right, we'll go on to the next agenda item, the NJROTC Area 3 Air Rifle Championship. Oh, do we need a vote then?
Yeah.
It's okay, sorry. That's why
You were asking
Oh.
if we needed anything else.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yes, do I have a motion to approve the minute amendment request?
I'll make a motion.
And do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? All right, thank you. And then now for the NJROTC Area 3 Air Rifle Championship trip. Any questions or comments on that? And do I have a
Manual trip, yeah, sorry. This is-
Oh.
They make that thing where you go to Fort Clinton in Ohio.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion that we approve.
All right, and a second?
Oh, second.
All right, thank you. All in favor? All right, thank you. And then our Neola Board Policy Update, second reading. And I think there was a couple of updates that got corrected in that. So is there any other questions or comments on this second reading? Seeing none, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll motion we approve.
All right, thank you. And a second?
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor? All right, thank you. And then we have our superintendent's report.
There's just a couple things I thought I'd mention. Last week, I had the privilege to go to a future-focused education seminar. Went with Mr. Dean, Mrs. Van Dievender, Miss Evans, Miss Cunningham, and Miss Dunkerley. And so the state has updated standards. It's not common for the state always updates things, but this time they updated standards by removing quite a few and putting an added focus on certain ones. So the next step, of course, is going to be updating curriculum maps and whatnot with our teachers. And but it was a great seminar to help get some of our teacher leaders and Mr. Dean and I on board on taking those next steps. So that was one. And then another thing, Kayla went to the ISBA annual conference, which is in conjunction with the IAPSS annual conference. And so I went as well, which was great, hopefully for her, but it was for me. One of the places that I attended, which wasn't necessarily part of the conference, but happens every year, is the small and rural schools. I know the previous superintendents have been a part of it. I've been a part of it for quite a long time, and it's something I'm passionate about because that small and rural schools is really, that's us, and it's an advocacy group to, to push legislation to continually remember and consider our type of demographic when they're making legislative changes. And so I was actually voted to be on their board, which is exciting for me. It's mostly just virtual meetings throughout the year. So not too much required, but it was just something that I was excited to join because I've always been a part of it and in my efforts to advocate for our students, for our teachers, and for our school. So just thought I'd bring that up. Thanks. Nothing that comes with it except for extra work.
All right. And do we have any board member comments and items for future agendas?
I just have a question about the consent agenda.
Mhm.
So since we started voting on things separately, is it really a consent agenda? Or can we include the meeting minutes and the treasurer's report in one? Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's not really a consent agenda if we're voting on them separately.
And honestly, that's just what it's titled within board documents.
Oh,
I
okay.
do think you're right, but
Yeah, because consent agenda would be kind of like how we did it
Put them all
before we
together.
separated them. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Like, we don't care to vote on them separately, it's just
can we change the title of consent agenda?
What would you have
And
to
just-
change to?
put it under normal business. We're not, I mean, like,
Yeah,
We'll come up with
Yeah,
a creative
I'm
title.
just throwing that out there. I was just asking Ron, I was like, it's not really a consent agenda anymore.
Jessica's putting in her notes, so we'll see if we can change how that comes across.
Okay.
So,
Just chat.
yeah, I've got that out now.
Mr. Dean?
Yeah, hey, all I just want to say was, I just want to recognize Bob Richardson. Appreciate all the time and effort that he's put into the cross-country and track programs over the years. He did a really, it was always well taken care of and things were in place and he was where he needed to be and had the kids and he's had success. But he also recruited and, in the school. What I mean by that, to get kids to come out for track. And it's tough. So I really appreciate Bob and the time and efforts that he put in, the dedication, that Clinton guys given to Bloomfield here for 4 years.
He's just a really, really, really good coach and just loves the kids. And I mean, that's why Like, that's why the players that have graduated come back and see him. My daughter's one of them. I mean, he just was just great.
So, just one thing, but as a fellow, empty nester now, he will get to travel with me more now that he's not done that track and cross country. So.
He's not too sad about the resignation.
I voted for it.
He might have wrote the letter.
All right. Any other board member comments or items for future agenda? Not to put you on your spot, how do you think of the conference?
I thought overall it was good.
Yep.
There was some that was a little over my head, but that's okay.
Like I said, that's kind of what I thought the first time I went. So.
First, give a report on the data presentation.
Yeah, you should see the survey I filled out.
All right. Well, our future agenda, our future meetings are October the 26th and November the 30th here at 6 p.m. in the Media Center. And this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.